Hey, today I'm going to tell you about a neighborhood in South Austin that was carefully designed with the intention of creating community and making it easy for you to get outside and be healthy. So a couple of weeks ago, we did a video about 2 new elementary schools opening in South Austin. One of them was an extension of Blazier Elementary in Southeast Austin. And I briefly mentioned a few neighborhoods that feed that school. One of them was Goodnight Ranch. Well, it just so happens that my good friend Nikki Cockrell has a very unique position within the Goodnight Ranch neighborhood. And I got the opportunity to go with her this week and drive around and take a tour and learn everything about what makes Goodnight Ranch so special. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about that today. So Nikki is the Onion Creek Metro Park District's contracted park manager. This is not a job position that is typically found in neighborhoods, but the developer of Goodnight Ranch values the green spaces and the park spaces so much that he was willing to hire a person to oversee the maintenance of those areas and make sure that they stay really beautiful. So that's just really cool in and of itself. This is the same developer that put in Plum Creek and Kyle's. If you're familiar with that, Plum Creek has been there for a long time and is well established. Kind of the same basic principles. So the developer really prizes community. So the houses are situated in a way that the garage is in the back. So there's an alley behind the houses. You drive into the garage from the back, and that creates space in the front of the house for front porches, so that neighbors can sit on front porches and meet each other and talk like they used to, which it's really cool that this all happened and started production before the pandemic. But now you can sit there and still be 6 feet away from your neighbor and have community and be safe at the same time. So really cool design that was implemented. Another really cool feature about Goodnight Ranch is that it bumps right up to Onion Creek Park, which is a park that's been owned by the city of Austin for a really long time but never developed. So here is what Nikki had to say about Onion Creek.
Okay, so right now we're sitting at Onion Creek Metro Park, and this is 30 acres that was developed by the city of Austin, and the Onion Creek Metro Park District now oversees and maintains it, operates it, and eventually the rest of Onion Creek Metro Park, which is about 500 plus acres, will be developed out over time, and we will continue to operate and maintain it.
So beautiful. I'm gonna come out in this direction. Okay, and so at some point, are they planning to put in like playground type areas or? Okay.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of amenities in it. There's going to be some pavilions, playgrounds. I think there's equestrian.
Cool.
There's a bunch of trails. There's like 4 or 5 different phases. So this was considered the initial phase, and it only encompasses about 30 acres. But the rest of it, a good portion of it will be developed out, hopefully over time. And then there's a lot of area that just is kept natural for hiking purposes.
Just to give you that better quality of life while you live here.
Right.
I love it. So Nikki is going to be instrumental in overseeing that project, but she also is looking over all of the green spaces within Goodnight Ranch. So for instance, in front of each house, there is a yard space and then a sidewalk and then this gorgeous strip of grass called a streetscape that is just between the sidewalk and the road, and it just makes the community feel more charming and more beautiful. And all of that green streetscape has drip irrigation tubing through it, and that irrigation is maintained and controlled by Goodnight Ranch. So you don't have to pay for that to be watered, and they also use reclaimed water to water that grass, so you can feel good about the environmental impact that you're having there, and it just looks so charming. There's also a 3-mile trail system that goes around the entire perimeter of the development. Really great for just going out, walking your dog, taking the kids around for a walk, running, whatever you want to do. And there are 4 neighborhood ponds that Nikki also maintains and makes sure that they stay clean and beautiful. They've got like picnic tables around them, hammocks around some, trash that's emptied and not overflowing all the time. It's just really gorgeous. Goodnight Ranch is designed as a new urbanist community, which means housing is dense, right? So there's apartment complexes, there's some senior living, there's single family homes, townhomes. The single family homes are close together. The lot sizes are not big. It's urban, right? So it's walkable, you're close to your neighbors. You've got a little bit of yard, but it's not huge. The beauty here is that you don't have a lot to maintain, but you have these great green spaces just down the street. So there's all these little pocket parks put in, kind of dispersed throughout the neighborhood, that Nikki also makes sure are beautiful. And so if you want to go out for a catch or fly a kite, you can go down the street and have some green space without having to like hop in the car and drive across town to find that. And again, it's walkable to Blazier Elementary. They're planning a high school in Goodnight Ranch that also will be presumably walkable because it's right in the neighborhood. There is some space zoned for commercial. I'm not sure what's going in there yet, but the idea is for there to be places that you can walk to without always having to hop in the car and drive. And also there's seating for wildflowers in there so that your walking time is more beautiful. If you want a single family home, if you want to purchase a single family home to live in a Goodnight Ranch, pricing is in the 300s generally, anywhere from like 320 all the way up into the low 400s. Builders are Empire Communities, Avi Homes, and MI Homes. How can I forget MI Homes? Tax rate, so generally within the city of Austin, our tax rate is about 2.14%. In Goodnight Ranch, it's 2.34%. So they've got an extra 0.2 per $100 valuation that's in there. And that money goes to maintaining all this space and maintaining the Onion Creek Metro Park District. So it's going to be a slightly higher tax rate than a lot of Austin, but nowhere near the price rates that you see in Buda and Kyle. And a lot of the outlying new communities within the city. So you've got that, and you've also got your HOA. All of those things are extra little fees that you pay for to have the convenience and the beauty of this new urbanist community. If you have any questions about Goodnight Ranch or any other neighborhood in South Austin, please feel free to reach out, call me, email me. I would love to talk with you, and subscribe to our channel. See you next time.